I am the author of these three books. Frankie and the Worry Bees is my first one. Frankie was born out of the pandemic. So when I was on Zoom with my clients, so my children anywhere from ages 8 to 16, what I was noticing is kids weren't able to express their emotions via Zoom, right? Even in the office, it's a little bit hard for kids to express their emotions. So as a way to teach parents how to communicate with their kids to express their emotions and believe in themselves, because we were noticing that there was a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, and I just show how anxiety and worry, how it shows up, right, through Frankie's eyes. So it can show up at school, it can show up when we're sleeping, it can show up at any time, and it really helps to encourage them to think the best of themselves, think positive thoughts, because the negative thoughts always drags us down, even as adults. So if we don't heal ourselves as children, how do we grow up as adults? We still carry on that worry. So Frankie is there to really support and help not only kids but also parents. Even my adults, they love the book too, because it really teaches them to focus on positive thinking and positive thoughts. My message to parents is to listen to their children. Listen. Two things. I always tell my children, do you want me to listen or do you want me to give you advice today? And most of the time kids will say, I want you to listen. Because even as a friend, when you're calling a friend and you're calling because you have a problem, you want that friend to listen, right? And I always say, don't share advice if it's not asked of you. Just be there, listen, validate their feelings, support them through whatever they're saying. And sometimes we just don't have the right answers as parents. And we just have to listen through and find the solutions together. This is Frank and his homeschool adventure. So this also I wrote during the pandemic to really encourage children to think differently about homeschooling. I think a lot of kids struggled with homeschool. They struggled with working at home. Even parents did. So it really shows that how important change is, and that change is okay. Change is healthy. We all go through changes in our life. And through his story of change, it just encourages kids to feel comfortable in their skin, to feel happy, to feel emotionally positive. Next one is Francine and her special talents. So this is dedicated to all the children in the arts. Arts is writing, singing, anything that has to do with creativity, theater, acting. The story is Francine. She doesn't make it on a sports team. And we focus so much on sports. And kids tend to feel, well, I'm not good at sports, so is there anything else that I'm good at? And it just encourages kids to look outside the box and really feel that they are talented and to find what their talent is. Wow. And talent doesn't mean you're the best at something. Talent means you're exploring, you're learning something new. I have this book in English and French and Armenian. The Armenian version came out during the Artsakh War, where I collaborated with a couple organizations to send these books to Armenia, to the orphanages, to the kids who were displaced by the war, to help them and their parents to talk about their emotions and what they're going through, especially as there was a lot of loss, a lot of grief. So that's how the Armenian Frankie came about. She was feeling happy. She hadn't even considered that she could learn more about sewing or take saxophone lessons after school. I never even thought about any of those things she liked or was good at.